All right, so today on Conversations with Chris, today I got on some very special people. I wanted to talk to y'all because I'm actually going to, by the time I air this, I'm gonna do it for Black History Month in a couple of weeks, and I want to be able to not only talk about historical things that happened in the past, but history that's being created right now, like today. So I feel like y'all are, embodying that with y'all, everything that y'all doing. So I want y'all to tell me about it and like tell me how y'all came with the idea, who started it, introduce yourself, what's your positions.
All right, well, first, we're going to start by introducing ourselves. My name is Ibram Evans. I'm currently a founder of Positivity and Culture Step Team.
My name is Juwan Walker. I'm currently the president and the here leader of ESU's campus step team.
My name is Siobhan Carr. I'm the PR of Positivity and Culture Step Team.
My name is EJ McCallum. I'm the Vice President of Positivity and Culture Step Team.
So what does the step team actually consist of?
The Step Team consists of, we have about 10 men, 10 strong men, forming not only just a group, but a movement itself. We don't only just step, but we definitely, we're definitely just creating a movement, creating a brotherhood, creating a great organization itself as far as embodying a positive light and a positive impact on campus and not only on campus but even just around in our local community as well. Even for the fact that we're just so diverse. I'm the only one in the group that's from Philly. Everyone else is from what, Jersey and South Carolina and what else? Delaware,
Extend.
just everywhere.
Westchester.
Westchester, all that. So we just want to we just want to create a movement at the where we could bring everywhere on campus and our local communities and our neighborhoods to our families, like just everywhere in general.
That's it was a great idea when y'all brought it to me. It was actually you who reached out to me and asked me about using my brand's name to represent what y'all were doing on campus. I thought it was wonderful. So I actually had the opportunity to meet up with y'all in person. Like everybody came to Philly, came to reach out to me and state y'all case basically. And I was skeptical at first because I'm like, I don't like people, using my brand because it's like my baby. You know what I mean? So I felt very skeptical about it. But y'all explained to me that y'all involvement with what y'all doing on campus. Which is we can actually get to that in a second, but what y'all do on campus and how y'all wanted to represent yourselves and my brand as well. So I felt it was a huge thing, especially for the fact that what school do y'all go to again?
East
East,
Stroudsburg.
East
East
Stroudsburg.
Stroudsburg, right? And I mean I know that I'm saying it for the people that don't know that, but
No.
the fact that that's a predominantly white school and what you're trying to do there is start an African American step team. I felt, that's creating history right there. And I don't feel like enough young people take initiative to actually, take those steps anymore. Like they don't value things like that anymore. Like they just accept it for what it is. And y'all decided not to. So I definitely wanted to help y'all out and be a part of that. So
We definitely appreciate it.
what was y'all motivation and like how did it get started?
Well, I'm currently on student senate, and one time I was actually in the senate chambers talking to my colleagues and everything, and just asking, what do we have on campus for us?
Right.
They said at first we do have a step team, but it's predominantly women. Um, I said, huh? Well, nah, I don't think I want to, actually join that. I asked them about any males in it. They was like, well, we had one male last semester, which was EJ right here. And they had, and you guys did a performance with them, and y'all was great, or whatever the case may be, but they didn't actually stick with it. I said, well, I wonder why that is. And I thought about it, well, if I got that same way of thinking as far as not actually wanting to be a part of a predominantly women organization, then I know that most guys do as well.
Right.
So with that being said, the people on Senate actually directed me to EJ and Jawan. I was literally searching for these men for at least the first 3 weeks of school. I could not find them like at all. Like I don't know where y'all was at, but like I couldn't find y'all at all. So I finally I actually was like talking to different people, like, "Hey, do you know this guy Jawan? Do you know EJ? Blah 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 blah." They like, "Yeah, I know him." And this this one guy actually finally reached out to me and gave me Jawan's contact information. So I text Jawan. So I text Jawan, told him that I would like to actually start something on campus, specifically in all male step team. He said he was with it, but he definitely wants to link up and discuss further. So we linked up. We ended up talking for like what, bro? Like probably like 3 4 hours. Like,
two and a half.
yo, we was just talking. Like literally, like the sun was up, and by the time we got out of the union, the sun was down. So we just ended up talking and just connecting. And ever since then, like these guys just been stuck with me. We started recruiting, and we actually found a solid team to actually be committed and stick with us. And ever since then, it was just a movement. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so
So,
much again.
so how long did it take for you to actually recruit people and like basically get the foundation started? Like when did you start it? Because people that's going to be watching, they don't have any idea like how long it's been in process.
Well, even before I actually talked to Javon, like people knew that I was actually trying to start this. So, word kind of got around, and I had a few people come to me and tell me that they actually wanted to be a part of this. So,
Right.
I'll say the whole process at whole to actually get the whole team together probably took probably about like a month and a half.
Okay. And that was started in September.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's
Started,
awesome.
yep, started September.
That means that y'all got a lot of like support behind y'all, and like people must believe in what y'all doing, believe in the cause. And one of the things that struck me when I met with y'all originally from the beginning was this is all male step team, you know what I mean? And then the fact that y'all had Siobhan with y'all, I thought that was awesome. So I wanted to ask Siobhan, what was your inspiration, your motivation for being a part of it?
Um, I personally just think it was just them not wanting to merge and not wanting to settle with the girls. Basically, they kind of stood firm to that. And I just feel as though like anybody who like believes in something as strong as they do, like all the boys, not just the three here, then they should definitely like be heard. Because as much as we have support at the school, we also have people who don't believe there's a difference between women stepping and male stepping, and
Right.
they never really understood the aspect or took the time out to realize that. So I'm just basically supporting that I know there's a difference between the two, and to get everybody else to realize that there should be two different versions of it.
That's awesome. And, there's also another female that's a part of the team, Christina, who isn't here right now, but she's also a part of it. So I just think that's awesome because it also shows that behind every strong man is a strong woman. You know what I mean? Y'all case is two strong women behind y'all team. You know what I mean? And I also thought that was awesome because it shows that like we can collaborate, together, and everybody can still, you know what I mean, pitch in. It doesn't have to only be this way or that way. You know what I mean? And I also feel like, especially with you, Siobhan, like you bring like the backbone to the group, like you keep them in line, and they need that. So that's definitely that was a good selling point to me. But I also wanted to ask, what was your backgrounds? Like EJ, I know you was a part of the step team last year, so you were already doing stepping before you got to college, or what was your background in it?
Um, I had like a small background like in stepping because I was part of this little organization called the Kappa League. It's under the members of Kappa Psi. So like I did a lot of lot of shows in different campuses like USC and Coastal Carolina University. So we did various step shows there, and I had a little bit of background history with that. So when Ibram brought it to me, I was like, oh well, yeah, that I mean that's great because like being a part of the other girl step team, I was cool with it 'cause it was stepping, but after a
Right.
while, I kind of got a little bit annoyed because like it was so much like a little bit of leg popping and twerking. I didn't have time for all that because they had to tweak every practice just for them to fit in like my personality and my own
Right.
thing into it. So I just when he brought it to me, I was happy. I was like, yeah, let's go with it because not many people seen an all male step team on campus. So I was like, yeah, let's go.
That's awesome. And Jawan, like, what's your background? Like, what made you want to be a part of it?
Honestly speaking, I don't have any background stepping. I'm just a dancer. So I've been dancing for years. Started off when I was 5. It followed me all the way through high school.
What
Um,
what form of dancing?
Hip hop. I do hip
Awesome.
hop, mainly hip hop. I started off as a Jersey dancer, so obviously the Jersey club scene that we all see, like Timberland, whatever. Started off around there. It branched off to hip hop. I'm now a professional dancer under Black Talent Agency in New York. And Ibram came to me asking me if I could possibly help him. And he was referred to me and EJ by others
Right.
just because of, our standing on campus as, I'm a concrete dancer here on
Right.
campus. Like I've established myself as a dancer on campus within my freshman year.
That's
And EJ was always a part of the step. He was with the step in and, interested in different organizations. So that's also my roommate. We always ran in packs. We was running in
right.
so therefore it was just that's how it was. Everybody kind of knew between us two, we was trying to do something more.
Right.
Um, I thought definitely that the step in was different. When Ibram talked to me and we was talking for those 2.5 hours, I was like, it's a step team up here already. Yeah. But as far as the different forms of dancing or the different forms of stepping in general,
Right.
from a dancing perspective, it's very different to watch a female dance and then watch a male dance.
Right.
And that goes for stepping as well. You see the rhythms and everything might sound similar, but the gestures is different.
Right.
The different types of
This
posture.
type of energy.
It's completely opposite. So, and that's just like a fraternity or a sorority. There's two different types of genres between the both. So I represented that, and I was like, you know what, that's a great opportunity to go ahead and establish yourself as a freshman. How I established myself. You
So
know?
no, go ahead.
And that was just like when we had that conversation. I told him to run with it. Don't give up on this. Just how
Right.
he was trying to stay persistent, trying to contact you, and just how positivity and culture, your brand is your baby. I told him to make this his baby,
Right.
just like that. Just go ahead and go with it.
And that's awesome advice. I really do feel like without a strong team like he has behind him, you really can't go far. You know what I mean? And everybody plays a vital role. Like nobody is like not needed in the group. You know what I mean? Everybody is necessary to pull a weight. And I feel like that's what y'all doing. And by the way, which year of school are y'all in this year?
Well, I'm currently a freshman.
Right.
This is my sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
See, that's phenomenal to me because you got people who are much older than y'all who can't even get together and collaborate and you know what I mean make something come together. Um, I've experienced that myself. You know what I mean, trying to collaborate with other people in the city to do things, and for some reason it just never works out. But here y'all are, young, way much younger than me, myself, and a lot of other people, and y'all come together with one conversation and put together a whole team, and y'all changing history. Like this is really monumental. I don't really understand how if people, you know what I mean? This is a big thing. This is Martin Luther King. This is Rosa Parks. This is Malcolm X. This is history. You know what I mean? This is Marcus Garvey,
It really is.
Frederick Douglass. It really is.
It really is.
And one day in the history books, like y'all pictures and y'all names gonna be down in there. You know what I mean? So I thought that was awesome, an idea to even come up with, and then for y'all to follow through. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And really execute because a lot of us come up with amazing ideas, but we don't fully execute. You know what I mean? And y'all do everything y'all do. I mean, I'm definitely on y'all to make sure, like, well, Ibram for sure. I'm like, want to know what's going on. But he kind of updates me anyway. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send you this video from practice. Like, I'm gonna text you and tell you what's going on. I'm gonna add you to the group messages. Like, and I appreciate that because it kind of calms my anxiety. Because, like I said in the beginning, initially, I didn't know y'all. I never saw y'all. I didn't know how y'all behave on campus. I'm like, these people back there wilding, like, you know what I mean,
Well, I
representing
think
my
we got
brand.
pretty good reps, right?
Yeah.
I think we got pretty good reps.
What exactly are y'all involved in on campus?
Well, currently, like I said, I'm on student senate, which makes me a student leader on campus. Currently on AASA, which is the African American Student Alliance, and I'm actually a part of the African American History Month committee on campus as well.
Myself, I'm also a part of AASA. Well, obviously, positivity and culture. Now we're a branch under AASA. The Men of Culture Alliance. I am
Oh yeah, the Men
also
of
a
Culture
part.
Alliance too. I'm sorry.
Um, I play football here on scholarship, and I'm also under scholarship for track as well. And other than that, just dance. They have put out videos.
I'm also a member of AASA, and I run track here.
It's awesome.
I'm also a member of the Men Cultural Alliance and the member of AASA.
See, that's so phenomenal to me. Like because I know so many people who went to school who went and didn't participate in anything. They just went. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I
so
know
when
a
you
lot.
ask them about their college experience, it's just like I just went. You know what I mean? Like
They party and did
yeah,
whatever.
they party, but they didn't do anything
Yeah,
substantial. You know what I mean? And they didn't leave any legacy behind, and they didn't get involved. You know what I mean? And I feel like what y'all doing is amazing for real, for real. And y'all just did the Martin Luther King Day breakfast or brunch yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that because I saw the pictures. I was super excited. I texted y'all and told y'all how excited I was. Tell me a little bit about it.
the breakfast was awesome. Like they actually have it every year. This is their 5th year doing it.
No,
No,
Their
it's
fifth,
12.
12th,
12.
12th. You
This
Twelve
sure?
is
annual.
this is
12.
definitely the 19th. Everybody,
Oh.
this is
So
the
this
19th.
is why she needs to
That's
be
the
in the group.
19th.
Y'all sure?
19th.
Yeah, they.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
y'all,
yeah, yeah.
That was the
It is the
19th
19th.
The
annual.
19th.
oh,
Yeah.
but all y'all just said 12.
No, it's definitely. It's
All
It
definitely.
right,
was higher than 5.
you right. Anywho, this is the 19th year that they done it. It was awesome, like awesome. Like it was very informal. It was very It was very motivational. It was very inspiring. They had a lot. They had a lot. They had people who won scholarships. They had great keynote speakers. They had the gospel choir performing.
Praise
They had
dance.
praise dance. Like it just was awesome. The vibe, the energy. Oh yeah, and they also had a man recite the whole Martin Luther King speech, which was definitely
That's awesome.
definitely awesome.
It's
Like
moving.
it was definitely moving and just so like I said, encouraging, motivational, and
Great. Mm.
spiritual as well. Also, one kid on campus, I wish I knew his name, but he actually recited a poem,
Mm.
just basically explaining the struggles that we currently have as far as African Americans and his personal thoughts and feelings on it. And it definitely was relatable in every way to me, and I believe to all of us as well. And it just was pretty good. Like it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
That sounds awesome because
Yeah.
I haven't heard of an experience like that. You know what I mean, anywhere. I actually went to Martin Luther King High School in Philly, and it wasn't the best school, but
Yeah, my parents too, so yeah, I know.
oh, you know people that went there too.
My parents went there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I'm sure it was quite different then,
yeah,
but
but it's crazy because even back then they have similar experience than that as far as the students are having now, and that's
right,
just crazy to say that even over 20 years ago, that a school named after a legend
right.
can just be.
Not up to par as it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'll leave it at. But I wanted to know, like, what was some of y'all reasons? Like, how did y'all grow up? What made y'all say, like, I want to go to college, I want to make a difference, I want to do something that helps inspire our culture? Like, how did y'all grow up?
Well, me personally, I feel like in high school, I liked everything. I liked motivation. Like me personally, I just hated my high school. I hated it. I hated the teachers. I hated the students. I hated the system in general as far as just our schooling.
Right.
So like it definitely affected my grades. It definitely affected my attitude and my mentality. But once I came to ESU, I told myself I have to want better. I have to want more for myself. So I definitely changed around my whole mindset, and it definitely it definitely kicked in my ambition. So I just didn't want my high school experiences to be the same as my college experience. I didn't want to take that attitude and take that mentality into college. So
That's
I just promised myself something more and something better.
and that's awesome right there just by itself because you got so many people who they get complacent with what they have and they say, well, this is what it is and this is what I'm gonna keep it as. Like I don't have the desire to do more. But you did the opposite. You actually excuse me, went to school and was like, I made it here. I'm gonna make the best of it. You know what I mean? And then not only that, you got together with other phenomenal people on campus and put together something great. So that right there is amazing. What about you, Joanne? How did you like grow up, and what inspired you to want to be a part of it?
Um, just being exposed to a lot of the wrong things at an early age. You know, I seen a lot, so I just wanted to grow up and be better than everything that was around me.
Right,
You know, parents moved us out of a rough neighborhood to a better place. Um, I was dance. I started off dancing when I was 5. Grew up. My cousin ended up getting killed, who actually got me involved in dancing. He was my inspiration. Always looked up to him. And as soon as he was gone, it was like, what do I do now? Like, I wanted to know exactly what was my calling. Even though it was such an early age, I wouldn't have knew what my calling was. It was just more so like he moved me to a different place in my life, and I always looked at him as more than what he was.
right,
So so to speak. So he was always my motivation for dancing. As soon as he passed away in 7th grade, carried on his legacy. I wanted to be better than what he was.
right,
Continued to run track, playing football. I stayed active to help cope with a lot of things that I've seen, a lot of
and
things around me, and all throughout my middle school, high school, elementary school, all of that, I kept my grades up to par just so that I can get here today, and make it easier on my parents, make it easier on my brother, everything that they seen as well, other than not just myself, you know. I wanted to carry on and be a different legacy of the Walker family.
right.
My name Juwan Walker, so I just wanted to change, and coming here it was just a better experience.
I
Got
feel,
the opportunity to be amongst a great group of peers who had the same, if not a better vision than I did, and just being around that on top of, and I get it from different angles. I get it from like the athletic aspect to the cultural aspect here that we're doing here, as well as
right.
academically. So I just feel as though that drove me to the next level.
I think that out of everything you said to me, what stood out the most, for one, I relate to you the most out of the group, from everybody I talked to because of the fact that I also grew up in the rough neighborhood, seen a lot of things, and I caught myself, you know what I mean, before I went down the wrong paths. Like I hung with people that all went down the wrong paths, but I didn't allow myself to go there. And what you said to me was used a lot of what you got involved in as a coping skill. And to me, that's too many of our people don't know how to use coping skills or even
Yeah,
know what they are. These beautiful, talented people that just they don't invest themselves in their talent because actually get discouraged because of whatever's going on rather than diving in further to what they're going on and using it to propel them to the next level in life. And
right.
that's exactly what you did. So I think that's phenomenal. So
Thank
you're welcome. Siobhan, how about you?
I knew just early in life, like I grew up in a rough neighborhood as well, but I was raised by my aunt and my uncle. So early in life, my aunt told me like the odds are basically against you. Like you're a black woman, you don't have your mom nor your dad in your life. Like people are expecting you not to make it, so you kind of gotta show everybody like what you got. And just from there, I always just knew I couldn't be another standard. I couldn't
Right,
be just another girl doing nothing or having a baby or
right.
just basically following in the wrong footsteps. So I basically just did college and
Yeah,
took it.
I feel like from knowing what I know about you, I feel like and I didn't even know all of that backstory that you just said to me but I feel like with that background, like encouraged you to be a boss, basically. Like you know what I mean? Like I can't settle for being average. I can't be basic, and that's a phenomenal thing for a young woman to look up to because even women older than you, because they feel like especially if the odds was against them from the beginning, that this is what it is. I'm gonna just settle here. You know what I mean? And you took a different approach and said, no, this is not what I'm going to settle for. And your aunt and uncle definitely stepped in and like encouraged you, like, we're not going to settle here. This is not what we're going to do. And look at you behind all these strong black men, and you like the one holding it down. Like, you know what I mean? So I
The
think that's
smallest one holding it down too, man.
yeah, that's awesome. What about you, EJ?
Just ever since I was just younger, my dad always encouraged me to be great and always have a goal in life and just to achieve your goals.
Slide
Always,
over a little bit. Your head is kind of cut
oh,
off.
sorry.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I was listening. I was basically listening to the words of wisdom from my father and my family, and I always listen to what my grandma used to say to me and about being humble and achieving my goals and just being smart and don't succumb to everything that's around you. You
Right.
know, keep your head up and just achieve.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what you're doing. Not even feel like I know that's what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like all of y'all are inspirations to me, and this is what y'all don't even know. Y'all actually inspired me to go back to college. So next semester I'm definitely gonna be enrolling for economics and African American history. So
Hey,
yeah,
Go ahead,
so
bro. Congratulations, man.
thanks, man. I'm at least 9, 10 years older than y'all, and I still, you know what I mean, y'all
It's not
inspire me.
though. It's never too late.
no,
It's
Never,
not. It's not.
never too
And I didn't even reveal that to a lot of people. So now everybody gonna know because I just told y'all. But
late.
but y'all inspire people. You know what I mean? And that's really what it's about. And also, I do like community outreach efforts as a part of my brand at least once a month. And for Thanksgiving, I did a Feed the Hungry event, and to me, like y'all shined, y'all came right through, like, and I really appreciated that. Like Siobhan, you weren't able to make it, but still, you was there in spirit, and the fact that I had people that was supposed to do, going back to what I was saying about how people don't collaborate and help each other and work together, you know, especially our people. And it's a shame because you try to do something good and people don't come through. You can't stop there. You got to keep persevering and keep going, like see the vision all the way through. So, for example, that day when I did the Feed the Hungry event, nothing turned out right. Like, nope, in the beginning, like I was supposed to have somebody help me move the stuff there. That didn't happen. I was supposed to have people come and help me set up and prepare. That didn't happen. I was supposed to have people that volunteered to help me serve. The day before, a lady, she was supposed to deliver me 2 turkeys for the Feed the Hungry event for Thanksgiving. She didn't. She didn't even answer the phone. So I had to go and get the turkeys the day before. Even just like letting the people in the community know that we were going to be there, that was like a last minute effort. And when I saw the people out there, everybody wanted a flyer, so I had to go back and keep going to the store around the corner to keep getting flyers printed because I wanted them to know we're going to be here. And then I got out there that morning. It was super cold. I'm by myself. I packed up everything in my car, set up the whole thing by myself, and I'm texting EJ and Joanne and Ibram like, where y'all at? Like, I'm the only one here. So for like almost an hour, I'm standing there completely set up. The people didn't even know I was out there. And I'm just standing there in the cold pretty much. And I couldn't do it by myself. It needed a team. It needed a collaborative effort. When they came, they broke into groups. A couple went this way, somebody went that way, and they went and got the people and told them when we was over there, and they got right back to, in line and jumped right in where they could. And
And we had
everybody
a
helped.
good time doing it too.
Huh?
Definitely.
I said, and we had a good time doing it as well.
And
So
that's
yeah,
a huge part of it, especially when I'm doing something in the community. I want to show people like it doesn't have to be because I volunteer with other people before when they do things, and I feel like they belittle people, they talk down to them, they don't make them feel welcome and want to, make them want to be there. And for me, it was like y'all drove all the way from East Stroudsburg that morning just to come and help me for that specific purpose. You know what I mean? And I got to show y'all I appreciate that, and I definitely wanted to, you know what I mean, make sure we was having fun while we was doing it because that also energy rubs off to the people that we was feeding. And
yeah.
as y'all saw that day, it was people came through with kids. You know what I mean? And we was able to feed them. We was able to feed over 100 people. And even when the food ran out, like I ran to the Chinese store and got some chicken wings, and,
Chicken.
and and make sure we was able to feed everybody that was in line. So I was definitely grateful and appreciative for that. And I feel like without y'all, I wouldn't have been able to do it. That's the honest truth.
Right.
So y'all, just like y'all feel like I inspire y'all with my works, I feel like y'all inspire me, and I'm sure y'all gonna inspire many people after this video gets aired. And I definitely wanted to acknowledge y'all, and I'm gonna make sure I put y'all on the first day of February 1st. Because everybody talks about history that's already done. Let's talk about what's being in the making right now. Let's encourage the other people around us and set examples. And I feel like y'all an example of that. So I definitely wanted it. So I'm appreciative for y'all.
We
We
appreciate you.
appreciate you too, giving us the opportunity to.
Carry out your
Yeah.
brand.
For sure.
Man.
Also, y'all just recently did a step show, like for a talent show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about that experience. Cause all I could see was the video, and I can imagine the energy. I wish I was there.
It was different. It was a different experience for a lot of us. You know, myself, EJ, Marcus, who's our stepmaster, we had personal, experience, performing
Right.
for others. Nobody else had that same experience. So it was like
including me.
it was more so
So
like the jitters.
Right.
But we persevered. We definitely got it done, in the best way we could, even though it was shaky the day of,
Right.
even at the day of, it was like certain things were being changed around, you know, certain people couldn't make it at a specific time, so we had to alter our formations and stuff. But otherwise, it was great. It was a great experience for us as like a outlook, a nice little outlet of how our future might happen.
Right.
Something to keep pushing forward for, something to strive for. Strive
Exactly.
for a better performance the next time. Different turnout. It's gonna help launch us further. So
we definitely had fun though,
yeah,
and we did definitely have a good time. Even
That
after,
came through on the camera that it looked like y'all had fun.
yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
definitely had fun. Even people afterwards. Wait, we also made third place though, and it. We actually would have made first, but these poets. I mean, they definitely touch people hard. So I mean, I guess.
But that's good though. At least y'all still placed.
But
You know what I mean? And it
yeah, I
was
mean,
for y'all
definitely.
first time, and a lot of y'all first time performance. So that's excellent.
Yeah, but it was a good time though. It definitely was a good time.
Um. Also, y'all have another step show coming up, right? And
yeah.
in
March.
March. March,
March
right?
Yeah.
March 19th. March
Um.
19th. It's a big step show. They have it every year on campus. Different fraternities and sororities from all different types of schools is going to be there,
High
and
school step
high school step
teams.
teams. Like it's going to be pretty big. And
Right.
for the fact that we was able to even pull this string into actually performing when we're not even actually supposed to be is just a blessing itself. So we definitely plan on coming hard, and we
Right.
definitely plan on and enjoying ourselves as well. I mean, although we can't place because we're not a fraternity, but I mean, it just feel good to even just perform and to even just get us out there.
Right.
So
Well,
I,
I'll definitely be there for that for sure. Like I wouldn't miss that at all. Um. I wanted to ask y'all like because you said it's 10 of y'all in the group, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like 10 of y'all. What is like the interactions with y'all? Like, I know there got to be some bumping of their heads. Like, how do y'all get through it? Like, you know what I mean?
of course, of course, it's bumping in the heads. You know,
Siobhan, you want to answer that one?
yeah, Shimon, you want to answer that one?
Anytime you get, I feel like a group of people, there's always going to be bump heads, whether it's a male group, a female group. There's always people who don't see eye to eye. And just like I
Bringing
tell the
in,
boys every day, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Right.
So just us bumping heads or us not seeing eye to eye, that's going to come. Like, we're going to all, because I know personally, like, Ibram always like, Siobhan, you can't talk to everybody like that. Like, you can't give them attitude. So it's just, we all have to learn how to speak to one another, even if that's pulling one another to the side because you don't agree with them and you don't want to put them on the spot. So
Right.
it's a work in progress. It is, but at
But
the end of the day, we get it done.
and that's amazing because to me, it's all about the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Individual egos can be put aside and still collaborate for the greater cause. And
Mm.
too many of our people can't do that. And
one quote. There's actually one quote that Jawan,
You don't cut him off.
you actually taught me this, and I actually been taking it with me
Individually, we're a
until
finger.
how you
Together, we're a fist.
say it one more time.
Individually, we are a finger. Together, we're a fist.
yeah, I love that because that makes all the sense in the world for real, for real. You know what I mean? Like with one finger you can't do much, but with a fist, like you can do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you're not gonna win a battle with one finger. So you know what I mean? And y'all collaborating together, you know what I mean? It's a group effort. And to me, y'all just embody everything that I feel like all of our young people should be. Like and older people, you know what I mean? I feel like we should definitely be able to work together and put our egos aside to get
Mhm.
things done. And what y'all doing, creating like history, like this is gonna be documented. Like when y'all get older and like have kids and grandkids, this is still gonna be out there about how y'all changed the history and the culture up there at that college. Like that's phenomenal, man. So I'm glad I had the opportunity. Well, I'm glad Ibram hunted me down and He was
I actually
persistent.
been. It's funny because I actually been discovering you for a while now. Like even before I actually came to school, like I actually followed you and all of that beforehand.
Mm.
And I've been observing you and your brand for a while, and so when I actually came up with the idea of forming a step team, like you and your brand definitely just came in mind, like because it was everything that I wanted to embody as well. So thank you, like first. So thank you for actually even having the mind to even want to create this brand and create this mission and create all of the goals that you have set. Because without that, then I don't know if there would be a positivity and culture step team. So I want to thank you first.
No problem, man. Anything I can do to help, like I said, I know you don't hesitate. This guy texts me all times of the day and night. But it's cool. I welcome it. You know what I mean? And that's for all of y'all. Whenever like I can be a helping hand or a word of advice, you know what I mean? Don't hesitate to contact me for whatever. And y'all just want to keep building and keep growing. And the people they gonna be in for a treat. Like they gonna be in for a surprise. And I,
There is.
for real. And
Yeah.
not just the people on y'all campus. You know what I mean? People all over. I'm sure once this video spread, it's gonna be people all over trying to start step teams. You know what I mean? For real. And y'all just laid down a
Encourage that though.
blueprint.
I hope they do.
For
I hope
sure.
they do. I really do.
Y'all just laid down a blueprint, the foundation for, you know what I mean, many people to come. So that's awesome. So I'm just glad I had the opportunity to collaborate with y'all and had this opportunity to speak with y'all today. So let everybody know what y'all doing. So
Thank you.
no problem. Thank y'all. And before we get out of here, is there anything other things that y'all wanted to add? Like if y'all wanted people to follow y'all movement, like how do they, follow what y'all doing?
Our Facebook page is up in the making.
Our Instagram page will be up as
Instagram
well.
as well.
It will be up as well. So we'll definitely notify the people as we are creating it now ourselves. So
As of right now, for the people, if you want to see more of us, you have to go through that guy right there.
or even follow us personally.
Right.
So yeah, that's too
So
much, bro.
yeah,
I'll
those
definitely make sure when y'all create the accounts for the team, I'll make sure I tag it in there so people can follow y'all movement. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure y'all gonna have an abundance of support behind y'all, and y'all know y'all always got my support, and I believe in y'all, and y'all just keep doing what y'all doing up there.
Appreciate it, bro.
we
No
will.
problem. Thank y'all for your time.
Thanks,
Thank
bro.
you.